Welcome, SHS, to this year's first episode of the school year. I'm Oliver Kiker.
And I'm Sam Maxwell. Today we have information about an ongoing reading initiative, a discussion with the Lions Club about Pumpkin Fest, a discussion with our favorite custodian. Join us for all that and more on this edition of the Spartan News.
Reading is a fundamental skill that we all use every day. Here at SHS, we have multiple programs that encourage students to continue to read. One such program is the Spartans Read Forever. We had the chance to interview Mr. Anderson and Miss Miller about the program and its goals.
I'm Holly, and this is an interview with Miss Miller and Mr. Anderson about the Spartans Read Forever. How long has the Spartan Read Forever been going on?
This is the first year that we've actually done it, but in the past we've had different reading programs like the A Project, but this is the first year that we've done it to this scale.
Who originally thought of this idea?
I worked with the A Project several years ago here. I brought that to Sycamore High School and then joined forces with Mr. Anderson. Realized that my kids, who are all in elementary school, were doing Spartans Read together. We thought we would morph the program into something that follows.
What was the ultimate goal for this project?
We want to keep it simple. We just want to get students interested in reading whatever fiction, nonfiction, doesn't matter if it's a magazine, newspaper, just trying to get into good habits so that they become lifelong readers.
Do you think the Spartan Read Forever will be a new Sycamore High School tradition?
For as long as I have anything to do with it, yes.
Thanks everyone for the interviews. For Spartan News, I'm Holly Schneck with Sam Maxwell, Claire Eiffel, and Julia Pesca.
Thank you, Miss Anderson and Mr. Anderson, for starting this program. We can't wait to see where it takes us in our future.
Pumpkin Fest is a great tradition to the town of Sycamore. Noah, Evan, and Joey went to interview the president and the vice president of the Lions Club to learn more about this yearly event.
In honor of Wally Thorough, the town of Sycamore has still been celebrating Pumpkin Fest ever since his death in 2012. The town decided it wouldn't be Pumpkin Fest without him. So, they built a statue at the place he would smile and take pictures at. It's this place right here. Who am I here today with?
My name is Terry Goodman. I am the current president of the 2022 Sycamore Pumpkin Festival Committee.
My name is Jerome Perez, and I'm with the Lions Club and also a member of the Sycamore Pumpkin Fest Committee.
Why do you think Pumpkin Fest is so important in Sycamore?
Oh, it's a family tradition for a lot of people. We've been doing this festival for 61 years, and I think a lot of people use this as a reunion for their families, for their classes. I think it has become really a tradition not only for the community, but for generations of families.
What can we expect to see in the next couple of days?
So right now we're in the display, and we'll have over 1,000 entries. Probably 2,000-3,000 pumpkins around the courthouse. We also have food vendors that are nonprofit groups raising money for their specific charities. We have carnivals going, we have craft shows going, and we end it all with a hour-and-a-half parade on Sunday.
All right. Pumpkin Fest has been a tradition in Sycamore for many years now. This year will be the 61st annual Pumpkin Fest. Today, we'll be interviewing the president of the Lions Club and the vice president on their thoughts about the Pumpkin Fest.
Pumpkin Fest this year turned out great. Many people came to celebrate and support the vision of Wally Thoreau. We hope to see you at the 62nd annual Pumpkin Fest parade.
You have noticed an increase of litter in and around our school building. We here at Spartan News have taken notice to it as well. Let's take it over to Sam, who interviewed Mr. Balster about the littering within our school.
Good evening. I'm Sam Rawls. This is Steve Balster, and I'm here to interview him about the problems of littering. So our first question, where would you say the littering problems are worst in our school?
So anytime we have like a large gathering, like field house, football game, cafeteria, that's where we tend to see the most mess.
And how do you think we could prevent all this littering in our school?
We can always get more bins. We can always empty them more, but ultimately I think it comes down to the students just having respect for not only themselves but for the building to find a trash can.
How big of a problem would you say littering here?
Yeah, I don't think it's a huge problem. I have been at a couple other schools, and after a lunch in the cafeteria, sometimes in other schools, it's like you almost can't see the color of the floor. Ours isn't that, and so I would rank it a pretty low problem right now, which is good. In the cafeteria, I would say sometimes they tend not to pick up their stuff, and so that would be the only time. I haven't really seen it in the hallways. So the cafeteria, possibly after lunch, and sometimes students forget to put their garbage away.
How would you say littering affects the students?
I think we all want to be in a nice place, and so increasing that accountability, the respect. I think if we all chip in and do our part, then I think we're going to have a nice school. Common? I don't think it's too common. Again, I think we have 1,100 students here plus staff, and so I think we have a pretty good building. So I don't think it's a big problem. How do we help with littering? Just do our part. I don't think it's it's the adults' part. Custodian. I don't think even though we have custodians to keep the building clean, I think if the students take their role, their responsibility. Thank you.
Thanks, Sam. We'll be sure to be more mindful of our environment and pick up our trash around our school.
Now we go to Morgan Cook with some information about the upcoming musical and interviews with the people who make it possible.
My name is Ty DeVito, and I'm SpongeBob in this year's SpongeBob the Musical.
How do you describe the musical?
Oh, it's an absolute blast. It's like the audience is transported in the world of Bikini Bottom. The props and set design is absolutely incredible. They've just gone all out, and all the different characters and the actors are so full of energy and are unique. It's just a blast.
Do you think people should come to the musical?
I absolutely think people should come. It's an amazing, never-before-seen experience, honestly. I have seen a lot of different musicals, and I've never seen one as exciting as this. It's a totally new story, and you see all the SpongeBob characters and just the set exploring an entirely new plot.
What's your name and role in the musical?
Samantha Bogus, and I'm backstage.
What's your favorite thing to do that revolved around backstage work?
I like miking them up. That's pretty fun when you get to rip off the tape as well. And we get to move props.
How would you describe the set of the musical?
It's very colorful and pretty bright and bold. We have lots of different arrangements and colors, and the props were really fun.
SpongeBob the Musical is on November 11th through 13th on Friday and Saturday at 7 p.m. and Sunday, November 13th at 2 p.m. Tickets can be bought online at sycamoretickets.org or through the box office at the high school on Wednesdays from 3 to 6 p.m. Hope to see you there.
For Spartan News, I'm Morgan Cook. Now back to the studio.
Thanks, Morgan. Can't wait to see the musical this weekend.
If there's one thing that everyone here at Sycamore High School can agree on, it's that we love our custodial staff, and in particular, Steve. We sat down with everyone's favorite custodian to speak to him one final time before he retires in January.
Bring it on. I was at the middle school for a short time, and the kids were younger there, so I like it because there are more of adults here, and you can actually talk to them and they understand what you're talking about, and you can joke with them. My favorite part of working here versus other schools is that kids are more mature and they understand that they're here to learn things, and you get to watch them grow. Yeah, I have a lot of favorite memories. One was when a squirrel got loose in the building and we were chasing around, and someone made a film of it put it to music where we were chasing them around. Absolutely, I'm going to retire in 98 days, and I'm ready, and it's been a good time here, 12 years. No, I think I was destined to end up this way. I had 3 different careers in my life, and this was my final.
Thank you, Steve. We are sad to see you leave, but we are so glad that you've been a part of the Sycamore High School community.
It's time for the Spartan Challenge!
Most days of high school feel high stress, like we are always in the middle of a heart surgery. Let's now take a few moments to show how we feel and see this operation program at high level.
So then I told him, stop whining, still the other arm. This man's losing a lot of blood. Get him to the OR. Time to begin the operation.
We saved the patient.
Well, that was certainly something. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you for all joining us here today at the Spartan News. We hope you have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you next time. Go Spartans!